Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LEC Spring 2025.
Round, it was KC, but like that alone is an incredible feat to take down Caps in a final. But anyway, we find ourselves at the beginning of spring. The expectations have shifted, and the bot side of the map.
Target might be in trouble. Ignite's going to be the return. It's a flash. Mystic shot aimed down the line. Super's first blood. Police response, so quick Supreme is Jojo in the 1v1. Bloody under his own turret. Jojo can't step forward. Bloody's flash is held for now, as Jojo came very close to overshooting the mark. Well, that wave resets despite our thoughts. El Yoyo's moving into position with Kana getting it pushed on wave. But look at the size of this wave.
The stun is going to come through. The CC combo is terrifying.
Yeah, what can you do? You're up against the wall in there. You will stay. Kana flashes, but it's met by El Yoyo. The burn's ticking down. Somehow El Yoyo hasn't gotten the kill yet. The rock, though, will seal the deal. And with the minion wave in front of the turret, that is a double whammy.
I mean, Koi are finding advantages in the top side. You get to clear, and power farming on this Lilia is going to be crucial when it comes to the mid game, and just the mobility that you're going to have playing around. Look
how cocky Kalista is, though. In front of his turret, he might pay the iron price. I mean, the Ignite ticking over the potion just in case, and thank God he popped it, otherwise he was a dead man. He just didn't even flash.
I'm surprised he got away with that. The health pot's doing a huge amount of work to keep him alive. Wave in a bit of an awkward spot. He's going to be forced to push that one out as the resets come through.
But just snap back. I love that again. Action keeps pursuing. Blighty with a sidestep doesn't have to do anything more. The Impale stolen away before an Impale of El Yoyo's own is in the way. Abscond abducted, and El Yoyo's Scorpion live comes to a crushing end. Yike there to help seal it.
Nice outplay from Vladdy. The support from Yike was clutch. As Targamas now makes his way into mid lane, and KC equalized the kill score 2-2. The gold is dead even, but Yike, crucially, will be first as Koi going to start off this dragon. I think this should be an easy cross map from KC. They're not really in a position to contest, and I think it would be a difficult one to do so given their positioning on the map.
6 grubs for a Nara inside. Always feels good, while at least Drake stacking starts with a Cloud. And a Hextech coming up next. Kana using this time to just get some turret plating for his own. Pull back some of the gold as he engages on Targamas. A good bop away, sets up a Bloody to maybe hit him, but in trouble as Targamas. He flashes away, no ulti, Impale stolen, but not taken. Asleep is Yike, he finds someone behind the wheel as Alvaro is the fate sealed on the back, opens up a Targamas again. Bloody has to flush away as KC, even up against their own turret, are getting threatened by
durability under his belt. Yeah, a bit of supportal combat over vision.
Send this.
No Tibbers. This kill angle?
Oh, actually might be. Ulti back.
Oh no. Okay, he wants to just disengage, get the wave.
Yep.
Dragon spawning in 25 seconds.
He wants this desperately. El Yoyo fishing for a play himself. Kalista at half HP. He's being chunked out a little bit here on the poke virus. And KC will have mid-prio for the time being. Super gets tagged out, but KC waiting to pull the triggers as Vladdy and Jojo pulling it out. There's a fate sealed onto one target. If Vladdy gets away from this, it's a big ulti not to have for the fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot used, and
Alvaro! Targamas behind enemy lines. El Yoyo running away, but he's caught something. I didn't know cows could swim! Targamas still alive with the unbreakable will as the Scorpion's being run into him, but it's trample out with a long chain line. A trade for now, but Jojo's taken down by Yike. The deer has got spirit, and now a new target. Super and Arrow together, but for Lilia, that's a dream come true! Down for the Quadra, and down for KC's exceptional fight.
Yike is popping off. A fight like this where it's scattered and not chunked out. It was a numbers of...
Wait, that sounded like my voice as well. Yeah. Same idea.
Oh, Yike though. Oh, it's hunting season for Koi.
It is indeed. I tell you what, Venison might take sides, but the kiting away has been good. Not one but two is three-man again. Carter's just doing it again. His Nah always finds the wall, and Yike always finds the kill. Koi will no longer be fishing. I think the rod's broken. As Khan's got a new target, El Yoyo right in front of him, and nothing that this Scorpion can do. Yikes moves into vicinity, and KC are now styling, laughing. Singular play now for KC. Looking to continue pushing mid. You can see Bloody up in top. Dragon's been up for a while, but Targamas has got something in river. There's a one-man lilting lullaby onto the Scorpion. It's going to set up with Chains of Corruption as well. The damage is disgusting.
I mean, beautiful setup with the CC as well. Keeping El Yoyo locked down for as long as possible. They feed another kill over to Yike. dominating now on the Lilia. Jojo might be in some danger here. Trapped underneath this tower. Super goes for a 1v1.
He does indeed. Kallista's low on mana. How much does it matter here against the lethality bar as he kites away? Super gets poked out and another arrow to fly through as Flatty just takes a free kill. Doesn't press anything, but his rocket belters. Flatty, now that he's here, wants to go for a little bit more. Minwin's going to get tanked up and sent in, and Yike, you can see, is once again looking for another ankle, but losing the other by Fate Sealed is blocked by Flatty getting into melee range.
Could be a good opportunity for Koi to find a comeback fight.
The annoying thing is, though, with the MRD buff, we need Minwin to really set it up and spike it down, but they're not going anywhere near. Koi just going to move away, and that's Atakan for free. And GA version as well for KC. Start playing some of these dives. 2,700 between jungle, 1k for top, 1k for Kallista between him and Super. And second dragon for KC, also going to be piled on that welcome bundle.
Oof, I mean, it's a rough one for Koi. I think they made the wise decision. You'll notice their itemization. Second item spikes and cuts. So now they find themselves at a pivotal moment. No dragon for 4.5 minutes, Baron in 2.5. Within this time frame, they need to mitigate what advantages KC can find. Oh,
nice.
That is just a solo kill.
It is indeed. Well, guess what? It doesn't count because it's not a kill.
It's 200 gold.
Yeah, but not 300.
True.
And it doesn't go on the scoreboard. Okay? But you know what will? If KC finds something back, Jojo's going to become solo unbound, but Targus is waiting there with his trample up. He gets in the way of the Fate unsealed, and Jojo has to flash in the end as well. Teleport back, that's Flatty rejoining with his own Fate seal.
I mean, KC are not slowing down, are they? They secured the mid-tier 1. They're dropping the Herald in the top lane. They're keeping the pressure up. Flatty rejoining the group has commandeered Jojo's ultimate. Jojo doing his best to wave clear, but the Herald's going to get another strike as well. He's the same level as his top laner. Yep. He has 3 items completed. This Lilia is what we in the...
misery business. Talk about Kallista losing his Edge of Night, but Elyoya gets nowhere near him. Meanwhile, losing Lullaby catches 2 by the toe, and now Alvaro not going to get bowled over, but Yike steps up to do a little bit more damage as he runs away. The Ignite's going to be enough to tick and send him far as Jojo at half HP with a poke from Kallista. KC, the B comes out, and even Flatty fighting top turret will go on to Minwin. I mean, this is a solo kill territory, and he sends out Tibbers, but Tibbers in response. Betty, you're going to get your hands up before Flatty ends up dying. 1 Tibbers now 2 onto the Rift, gets a little bit angry, and Super's going to get the bear. Beware! Boy runs to the base, and they have to heal on. And I'm impressed as well that they haven't really lost their pace on the trigger after that early game fight, right down here in River.
I mean, they did push for an inhibitor in top lane, and Vladi tried to outplay 2v1.
Yes.
Aside from that, I agree with you. It's been a very disciplined performance from KC across the board. They've secured Dragon Soul point. And, ooh, is that a Yone that is out of position?
It is indeed, and Targus is going to make it so. Nice little trample up. Can they kill the cow? Targus gets in the way, and Unbreakable Will's going to buy him a bit of time. Even if he dies here, he knows it's going to be an end-up trade, but he's not. Targus is out of the way, and Kallista takes the kill with that punish as well. Baron is right below.
Should be an easy objective for KC to start off. This will be Koi's really last Hail Mary play. Perhaps Elyoya can get a steal if he can. There are options, but I don't think KC's going to make it very easy for them.
Elyoya pulls something out of the hat. Now, what I tried to say is Darkness flashes forward with the Polarizer. He's got to pull a miracle out, but a lilting Lullaby ×3. Super's going to cleanse it away, but Bloody has an Impale to add more CC. Minwin flashes as well, and although it looks like it's going good for Koi, 1, 2, 3, count with me, everyone at home, that's 4. That's right, you're learning to count all the flashes that KC took out of Koi, running away from this Baron.
The goal difference is just too big. Even though they get the kill onto Targamas, it's not enough to turn the fight in their favor. But Elyoya has not given up yet. The TP comes in from Jojo.
Send in the Hail Mary, what else can you do? But Yike, now without Zonya's maybe a little bit more vulnerable, but the almost level 16. Lilia sits on the Baron and waits for his moment. On to Jojo, the burn is enough with Kallista, poking and ranging. Minwin lucky to be outside of that enhanced quiver. Blue team has indeed taken Baron. That's 9k, that's Baron, and that's KC looking to put the nail in the coffin of game number 1. Minwin gets out if only just Targamas had his unit, but not his collision. Vladdy has found Super, and it's not going to end here. That's an electrocution as Vladdy finds kill number 3.
I mean, what else is there really to say other than the goal difference is too big, and with the Baron, KC are looking to get their first win of Spring.
First game win and open up this series in a bang in what has been, you know, a kind of fun draft. Like, I know I was at least talking about things like Sejuani, you know, standard junglers. We've been seeing things like Sinzao, Vi when it's not banned away, but like, the Lilia is such a bold move. If I'm not mistaken, I remember in Spring, I don't remember Yike pulling it out at all with all the variations of jungle that he had.
He's definitely played it in the past, and he has a lot of AP junglers in his pool. But I think as an answer into the Skarner, it's a good one. Yeah. Just the fact that you can dance around his range and...
Oh, fresh meat. Targamas runs in. I think that's grass-fed, actually. Targamas, he's going to heal all this up, of course, with red buff, and KC are doing something on the other part of the map. Look at the inhibitor turret, rather Nexus turrets from Kana, as he's taken him himself. Inhibitor's going to be exposed. Bot turret is going to come up next, and Koi, the fire just won't go out. It's a 12k gold lead because structures are falling every 10 seconds. Make it another one, and now Koi on their last defense with an Impale taken out. It's Impale for Impale, a little bit janky that takes Bloody out in the end, but Targamas is re-engaged. He's going to make sure that Alvaro will drop 2. KC running into the base, 4 members, Baron behind them. Koi have got 4, but it ain't the same. The ambulance is definitely called for the right team, and Jojo's poked out. Kana's ulti is brilliant, and yet again, KC are filling us with hope. The region is looking at this team in the same vein, and in game 1 against that mighty fish, they've got a spear in hand.
KC with a very solid, generally loves skirmishing comps.
Agreed.
I think that Akali needs that first item before she can really start to fight you. Once she gets level 6, she will have some options as well. When
Jeez, Betty.
I feel like you can also do all of those things.
I don't know, bro. I've never rapped in my... I did rap back you once.
That was fun.
And, you know, I got better. I got 100% better in the second one, but we didn't get past that. Rapping is hard. Now, you have to think. That's the problem, you know?
Objectives being traded across the map. And as our teams do this, I want to remind people of how these teams... Ooh, I might not have time for that, as KC have set their sights onto Jojo.
And it's a flash handshake. It's not going to connect, though, from Targamas. He still gets some damage across the autos. Important as Vladi sets up with a perfect execution and a perfect balance for first blood. Flash over the wall. Alvaro's getting out of there because Jojo's now dead.
The return on the gank investment from earlier paying off as Vladi secures a kill onto Jojo. Largely a solo kill, given that Targamas wasn't hit.
Ash players, you once again remind yourself that that E has no mana and sets up the fact that, well, Yike's probably going to be coming bot sometime soon, right? Or excuse me, rather, Elyoya. Yike is hovering. Elyoya's coming for a dangerous path. Jojo's coming over a ward as well. They know a gank's happening, but Targamas is almost dead before the play starts. Arrow at melee range won't get much of a stun as Mad Koi there in front of Kalist, who flashes away, side's being shoved down, and even though he'll be bailed out, there's no reset on the horizon. Yike has to abandon the play, and Koi find the double that they sought after.
Ooh.
Is it going to be a kill, though? It's just Mirwin getting out.
Losing their whole bot lane off the back of that, giving Jojo a much-needed kill and handing a kill over to Super as well.
Oh, God, hasn't really gone anywhere off the back of it. I mean, 500 in the lead.
Vladi.
Kills are important, as you said, as Vladi's going to set up for one of his own onto Kana and Mirwin. Getting involved in their lane. Shuriken Flip doesn't connect, but at least the damage does. Vladi secures it. Kana gets out after taking the turret shot as well. Nice dive.
Get the flash out.
But eventually, Yike has taken it as Elyoya's already started this off with Jojo, and just a bit of vision from Kalist sees that Koi already on this at half HP.
They want to fight this. They have the Ash Arrow. All the ultis are up.
For the Hots, I'll take over the arrow, as you said, comes out, but the Dragon is smoking down as Kalist is just yaunched on by Super and Jojo. He didn't even get a chance. The dive, the burst, the pick worked out nice for Koi. Is now running after more members. Targamas in a choke is going to be between worlds. He handshakes and says, no, I'll stay in this one. Flashing over the wall, escapes the turmoil. Voice start up Herald. As we go through, and I'm sorry again to everyone who I've just, you know, the glass cracking. That's kind of how I see that one there. Dragon starts on bot side, but Jojo and Vladi going to meet up for the time being. Seismic Shove connects and sets up for some good poke damage, but Vladi's okay for now. Jojo tries to clear the wave, but that was mega clean from Vladi. He's not going to take the Shuriken Flip back in. He takes his ulti out because more members of Koi are coming up. Yeah,
he wisely recognizes the collapse that's happening from Koi. And so he chooses to use his ultimate to create some space between him and his opposition.
Oh, yes.
2 items.
Yeah.
Herald being dropped in mid. All right, will this be the first tower of the game falling? I think it should be. The anticipation is building.
Oh,
it is!
Don't get me started about the Eagles.
Don't get me started.
Right, we're the Eagles at the start. But then again, it was about the journey. You know, if the Eagles just came through in the first movie, we wouldn't have gotten 3 of them.
Quite right.
And, you know, I wouldn't have...
Again, you said don't start you, and you're starting on the Eagles, so let's...
I cried so much in Lord of the Rings, man.
Let's look at this instead,
Bounce
maybe.
to no one, Kana. Redline comes through, depth charge sets him up, he flashes into a wall, but that wall sends him out. That's a weird interaction.
That was...
Oh, especially loud.
Midwin's on awards.
Is indeed. He's going to get spotted out. His hand shook, and now Glacial Fisher down into a prison. Midwin is dead.
Game plan for now. Oh, actually, maybe they're looking for a play onto Kana. He's out of position here.
It's a nice ulti from Kana, though, to get out before he gets in. And now, with Lacerate, he gets some distance as Sterix Gage comes in and try to get him under turret, but no cigar. Super has to ulti in, but Kana's still healthy enough. Q's out. He's going to get bailed out, but still dead. And we're going to make sure of that one. Well, Koi's die eventually works out, but KC on the run. Teleport defensively. Koi going to have 5 members. KC still thinking about it. Can we? Can't we? Benny, what do you think?
I think that it's a very difficult play to force. In fact, KC may be the ones overextending.
Maybe they are. Vladdy's the first port of engage. He's seismic shoved. He's kept in place. He's bailed out, but no execution. Yike as well. As Quiet punished the over-aggression. KC thought, oh yeah, we'll give it a crack, but you're not Dagda. Indeed, KC falling at the whim, blown apart. A massive mistake from our first stand finalist. Launch him into control in this game. They're not letting this go. They want to fight once again, and Alvaro sets it up with a dredge line. Vladdy's coming from a flank, but Targamas is burning the midnight oil. Down and down he'll go with Super. Finds Kalista in backline. The international lady carries no more, and Super reigns again. He finds his target, and now for KC, they'll find nothing but Kaufman with nail, and Yike, the final one through the heart of it all, will drop as well.
Alvaro has landed so many crucial hooks in this game, and he finds another one onto Targamas. The ulti had not come off cooldown yet, which means that with no ulti available, he converts it into a nice pick. The fight becomes very scattered.
Koi have full control, Rivets moving up, and you see Alvaro drops a ward of his own. El Yo is going to accompany him. Jojo looks for a bit of earth onto Vladdy, pokes him out. Yike still trying to play it sneaky.
I see you!
Dredgeline not going to connect though. Yike is just going to walk this out for now, but Jojo, all he needs is a seismic shove, set down the rocks, and ulti set out from Yike to survive, but he's dead in an instant. Dredgeline not going to connect, and Super gets that kill. Yike tried to play, but he got outplayed.
That should be an easy Baron. No jungler available for KC.
Yep.
No smite, no stealing options. A tower, I should say, on the other side. And now they've set their sights onto Vladdy.
They have indeed. He tried to just get deep in the way. I'm not sure what he's doing here, in fact. His depth charge will make it an easy connection. Seismic shove makes it a bounce house. And all in all, Vladdy just gets erupted by Jojo. He's had a good lane in both games, granted the matchup, but Jojo is showing a little bit more class here today in Game 2 as Koi now moved to 7K.
What a turnaround play from Koi. It feels as though KC have just been punishing the mistakes of Koi in this series, but finally, Koi were the ones to punish the overextension of KC. The bravado that they were playing with ends up being shut down, and now with this Baron, Koi sailing high with the wind in their sails, looking to secure another tower.
I did not know boats could be crewed by fish. And again, we've learned a lot of things here today.
With things now, it feels like KC's options are extremely limited. Another tower falls, getting so much value out of this Baron.
Koi, is an easy take. And I am glad to say, it looks like we're going to get our second Game 3. El Yoya thinking about an engage. Yike's just going to face check for now. What else can you do as Koi hang around the wings, try to use vision to their merit? You can see in bot, I mean, Kana at least getting pushed in the sideways as objective bounties are available. But Yike, as he tries to drag midway, is playing with fire himself. He runs into Mew, and I'm not sure if he knew he was in there, but Arrow buys him some time, and Yike is going to run for his life. But yes, he is indeed dead. Baron is up, and that's going to be a freebie.
I mean,
it wasn't already.
That was very questionable. All right, well, the outcome of that is that will be an uncontested Baron for Koi. Oh, they're going to get Dragon as well. All right.
Okay, why not? You know what? Yeah, get it. Let's have a fight. Well, I'd love a fight. No more passive League of Legends. Let's get it. All right, Mirwin on the flank, sees Kana, Kana sees Mirwin. That's done and dusted. 4v4 through the river as Vladdy finds an angle onto Super. Remember, they're 10k gold down, and Super shows it to Targamas. Jumping in, Vladdy does a good job, as Kana's ulti's not too bad itself, but maybe it is just a wallet dip in the end. It would look good if they were even, but KC way too far behind. All Hail Marys thrown out, and now game 3, we're well on the way.
I mean, Super just makes it so difficult for Vladdy to find any assassination attempt. The moment that Vladdy found the flank, Super dotted to the other side of the team fight, creating so much space between him and Vladdy, allowing him to get that kill onto Kalist. They lock down Vladdy, get the kill onto him, and they're looking to bring us to game 3.
And we're starting to get an answer. We ask, can fish climb walls? Well, if they are blue, they sure as well can try. We're going to a game 3 after one massive team fight. It was a slow burner, but Koi got the fight in them here. They try and get revenge for winter playoffs.
This bot lane hasn't demonstrated an ability to just snowball and run away with a winning bot lane 2 versus 2. Especially into Sivir with the spell shield. I think even setting Targamas to like just run rampant, running around, getting picks here, everywhere, getting kill after kill, then I think Koi is quite happy with the fact that eventually they'll get to a nice point in the game where they can look to these team fights, play the front to back. I guess it becomes a question of how easily can Super play the team fights. Sivir, traditionally a fairly short-range AD carry. Well, Elyoya repeat gank in the top lane.
Oh, nice sidestep, Kana. Still gets bodied for a little bit, and Kana's just going to try and take the 1v2 on. Elyoya spears up as we look towards mid. Targamas is back and just dead. Oh, whoopsie! I thought he could turn into a spider. Maybe he thought the same too.
Jojo with a huge outplay has to commit the flash in this wave and get another comfortable back. This bot lane duo that's supposed to find advantages, this Elise that's supposed to be running around the map finding picks, is not finding anything right now.
Not stopping there, movement speed given, Elyoya flashes in, but is there damage enough? Body slam, and now ulti sent out, Mirwin almost died. That caught me off guard, the damage from Kana was close. As Yike tries to finish the job. He's got a trigger seed, he's got a bubbles, the flash away from Mirwin, he buys time, but the Ivan doesn't do enough damage. Elyoya's just got the spear out. Another Q'd in with the trigger seed should be enough. Elyoya puts the shield up, Yike came in to save the day, but he's almost dead with a spear through his heart. Casey's early game is a disaster.
The healing from the Gragas, Elyoya getting Jojo's laning, last split.
Yeah.
I think that he was a weak point for Koi. But to be fair, this series, I think he's played pretty well.
His lanes have been good. I mean, granted, he's been in 3 winning matchups each and every game.
Oh, hang on. There's the ulti.
It's a good response, isn't it? Kana's caught out. Explosive card, fantastic body slam on top of that. Kana, his flash still isn't up and available, so the timing is perfecto. I can't say that in Spanish as Super's getting dove now. Misfortune ult sent out a flash is a whim. Super dies, Kalist gets one back, first kill on the board
for the Dragon, being started off by KC. This will be their second of the game, their third objective of the game as well. Even though Koi have been finding kills, the early game control has largely gone in favor.
Beats of strength don't mean much. Keep that between you and I, chat, as Kana and Yike are chasing down Mirwin. Not going to find the stun up, but Kana launches on Hammers first as this makes it 2v2. Elyoya once again. He's always top lane. That ulti just targeted here as Yike is not taking up the deal. He flushed away, but it's to a Chaos Storm. Koi looking to charge forward as the body slam flash is cute onto Kana with no matter. Mirwin dies, but with his dying breath, autos down. Targamas will take the shutdown. It's a 2-for-1 in top, while meanwhile through mid, Kalist has to flash away. On the hunt also popped as Koi is just not slowing down in this game.
Koi, knowing that their skirmish power is just that much stronger, trying to force these fights on the map. But remember, it was initiated by KC. Yike and Kana trying to get a collapse onto Mirwin, but the response from Elyoya's ultimate meant that he could join the fray, and with the arrival of Jojo, but now Super the target.
Yeah, he's waiting for spell shot. I believe it's up and available. Good save by Alvaro as Boomerang Blade comes out. Kalist in a bit of trouble now as well. PTA's already put out a rather lethal tempo. They're just breaking him apart. Great engagement and shut down to a Sivir at minute 15. I mean, again, feels like Kana is just going to trade off and get what he can. Gold for KC needed in this early game to mitigate.
Oh, the feats though.
But the 0-3, yeah, whose feet is it going to be? Because even though, yes, feats go down, Koi bring their own version of their shoes, and Kana's in a lot of trouble. Chaos Storm comes down again, the Redemption not going to heal him up enough, and he's just sent packing. Elyoya kill number 3, and that's 4 deaths for Kana. It's a good strat.
The Eclipse completed with the Tunneler as well. He's ready to scrap. He wants to fight, and KC have to respect that. As the bot tower falls, Jojo becoming monstrous on the Victor.
Oh yeah. As we said, it's been a number 3 for KC, trying to move to contest, and they've been good on objective so far. It's been the one saving grace, but Alvaro now with the quickness sets up and finds himself. And Kalist out of position. Elyoya jumps on his position. The Spider comes down and dies. That's what you do. You step on them as the bullet time is hitting air. I think that just hit me. Kana running for his life. Jojo's found him though. And in front of the Dragon with the slow, Kana will not be re-entering. Elyoya set that play up beautifully. And Koi, a momentum-based team, is what you can take off this series.
They are just winning scrap after scrap, fight after fight, and they're going to get their first Dragon of the game. They're likely going to convert it into a tower as well.
Ow. As you said, turret, it's a nuisance. KC's poke ain't doing enough work, and I don't know, we got a Sivir, we got a Victor on the other side of the rift. Some would say we are running out of time as more gold being given over, with Jojo getting his
individual mistakes that I feel like we're already seeing significant improvements on. Yeah. So even though they had a difficult series against G2 yesterday, they still pushed them to 3 games. They're doing the same thing here again, and you can see the best of 3 format really benefiting Core.
Can indeed, with some of that versatility as we watch top laners battle it out. But look at the positioning. Yike and Target trying to bait in, but on the hunt is going to give Alvaro some movement speed with quickness, following up. But a Pantheon to fly, and Elyoya looking for someone to die. It's Bloody with Chaos Storm erupting his body. An electronic feast for Koi, running down 11-2, 21 minutes in the game, and KC unsafe. Bullet time clears the wave and buys some time, but Herald's there in front, and it's going to be an easy charge.
I'm loving the aggression from Koi. Flash from Jojo, flash from Super, all to try and get themselves more kills. The gold lead continues to balloon. 5.6k the advantage now as they secure a tier 2 turret. And on the bot side of the map, KC, I mean, there's really not much that they can get.
I mean, this top lane is going to keep 1v1ing explosive.
Oh,
nice little barrel chain from Miyawin. I think they're just going to bop away.
I feel like Miyawin's winning this. I don't really like it from Koi, but the good news is they've drawn them away from mid lane. And look at Super, already chipping away at this tower. Kalist going to use his mobility to wander his way over.
They're going to teleport. Kalist is flashed down, making it rain for the time being. Super takes some damage, spell shields out. Elyoya ulties in to try and save it, but he's gone too far. Kana with the punish as big as Alvaro helps out his jungler, but Kana's able to withstand for now. Miyawin also caught out. No! Koi, you can't do it again. 2 members dead. Picks from KC. And it does feel like Koi should not have thrown that away.
Oh, I mean, no. I think that they were not expecting the flash commitment from Kalist. As MF committing a flash over the wall to get that kill onto Super, I mean, that may come back to bite him later, but ultimately it puts them on soul point. They get 2 kills off the back of it, and they slow the bleeding. They've been able to reduce a 1k gold deficit.
KC have to offer as we get towards this mid to late game. As Koi going in deep, Kalista's found him. Onto Elyoya, Yike is there. Great little root caller as well. Elyoya flashes away.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yike has got him spiraling despair. And right now the Koi fans will also be going down that spiral. A shutdown. Atakan's there. Koi are throwing away this lead.
They're going for Atakan. Baron is alive. I wonder if they're going to be ambitious and go for both objectives. Targamas going to try and keep Mewin away. The mid tower will fall. You'll notice the Jojo pushing in the bot wave as well. He has teleport available.
Super thinking about what he can do, maybe just getting the push in and then leaving. Early back from Bloody while Atakan's still going to be taken down. GA version given over to KC. Baron's also up, but they're not going to be that ambitious. Elyoya's up in 10 seconds, and Kalist just moves up, gets a turret, and pushes down. Kana, meanwhile, though, he's got the GA, remember. Jojo can't do too much more.
Getting that 3rd point in the ultimate. The Cyrilda's Grudge finished for Kana as well. Getting a bit of a change on this patch.
Mega big as the Dawn Core as well for Yike. 3rd up.
Alvaro.
It's a great engage though. Ignore that. KC have blown apart. Jojo's Chaos Storm takes the rift and Super takes Flatty. Yike running for his life as Elio flew in, but Koya back. 2 kills are big, and that solved conversation out the window.
Ruthless efficiency from Alvaro as his ultimate connects onto the two carries.
Say what you want to say about the down points of Koi, but everything else has been stellar. Holding the dragon for now as Elyoya needs to move into position.
Yeah.
I mean, an attempt to steal. Yike has a way in. Mirwin tries to body slam. Yike has flash available, but no steal. Smite secured. Two dragons.
Plenty of time until the threat of the soul on the side of KC, and Jojo, look at this angle.
He is indeed playing it, but he's right into a bullet time as set up with the Chaos Storm zones off. Vladdy, Jojo trying to get into his Alvaro once again, but he's interrupted. Great little root caller. KC are kiting back, and I'm worried here, but Mirwin brings my ward to naught. Yike survives for now. Hang on a minute, Elyoya is down, and Jojo's caught out as well. Yike's dead. In goes Alvaro again, but the poke's still there. KC are playing it back. A messy fight. Koi, what are you doing? KC just took every donation possible as Khalist walks back from Super, the only left alive from the win.
Elyoya really not being given purchase in the fight, but crucially, Yike denying the engage from Alvaro created distance between the camp.
You're looking at those summoners. Important to note, again, Vladdy will have his flash up in 3 seconds. Targamas close in about 30. Mirwin's angle to be studied right now. KC are moving into mid, unaware where this guy is. Mirwin could make or break the game. Set up from Alvaro. They've caught out a spider. Stepped on his sheet. Now Mirwin again. Explosive cast doesn't work out. KC have found Alvaro as well as the ulti comes in, and Koi again. They're cooking too hard, too fast. Elyoya has to flash out, and KC have withstood. Super gets poked out as well with Khalist auto. Koi have their jungler.
Wow.
You can see Jojo's getting poked out. Bloody ever so relevant. The Eye of Sauron remains.
Khalist is right, just focus Elyoya.
He can't stand into it. Elyoya, as you said, is just taken down. KC now with an opening to bring the series back. Dragon number 4, it's theirs. There's no smite. And Koi again. This game, it's like they've got butter on them. There have been some fingertips, but it is very true. Koi mind-controlled into now flipping an almost 6,000, 6,500 lead.
Now with Mountain Soul and Baron, they set their sights on winning out this series.
No other wave pressured right now. That's a free inner turret too.
Every time you trade HP, it's just always more advantageous for KC.
Yep. We've got sustain on Khalist as well. I mean, part of the shielding is the BT. He steps up, takes inner himself. This is the power of having someone like Kana, Yike by your side as well. One misstep and Koi are going to die here. Daisy follows through, number 7. Get in the ring. There's a pick off as Alvaro pulls up the quickness as well. KC though, take him in an instant. Kana comes in for a flank. Jojo drops the Chaos Storm, but look at Kana's setup. His damage now hurt. Runs through the end of the gravity field. The bullet time's down, but it won't matter. KC get another turret.
KC feel like an unstoppable force now, as Koi is forced to retreat to the safety of their base. Only a few towers remain.
Oh my god.
Khalist, look at how he walks up with confidence.
Yeah, nice strike. Does flash away though. Elyoya ultied in again. Not in a great spot. Explosive cast not great either. Koi is caught out front line. Tark mistakes to kill as Kana is one-shotting almost into the rotation onto Jojo Pyun. Wait for the accelerated shock blast. He steps up to the turret too, and KC are now in the base. It's funny how much control Koi had in this game, yet KC's base stands. Kana frontlining as well. Shock blast doesn't connect. Elyoya thinking about if he pounces or not. He gets off the edge of night, but the bullet time hits Super. He's on the hunt, has been popped. Koi get rooted in. Oh, nice from Vladdy. Jojo gets poked out with Spiraling Despair. Severing Bolt almost in range, and Koi, the poke is now so real. They can't even walk near them. There is no 5v5.
They're being shepherded. The damage oh my goodness, Mirwin down to 50.
Making it rain again, the Severing Bolt, and Daisy gets involved. 6 versus 5 ain't fair. Mirwin cannot play.
Kana is unstoppable. He was a nail in the coffin. KC weathered the storm. They repeatedly punished the mistakes. They navigated the team fights better than their opposition, and they will be rewarded for it. Elder secured for KC, and the Nexus will now be their next objective.
Or at least the Baron in the and middle inhibitor with the pressure it still provides. It'd be easy to get up to the side lanes as well. This is what they don't tell you in League of Legends Rift School.
Baron, Elder Dragon, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, watch. So he's going to hit the tower. 3 hits? Okay.
Oh, then it's wrong. 4. Bullet time comes out again. Super chunk to half HP. Yike just zones off. Another inhibitor gone. Thank you, Mr. Red Bull, as Kana TP's in. This Baron power play won't last for long, will it? KC are running it down and in such a good way. Koi had this game in the palm of their hands, but now next time just hit by Khalez. Raw duty this guy is on. Remember, they have a GA. Just on Khalez, he can run in again. El Yoya popped up by Daisy. Flush from Yike. No GA is necessary because it's a wipe. The blue wall somehow crumbled a bit in the early game, but it stands strong with their return up.